Well, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, guys, we find ourselves inside the tiny house this morning. Looks like old roosters are crowing. I want to say hello.
Oh, yes. It is morning time.
Bright and early.
Sun hasn't even really popped out at all. We do have quite a bit of clouds up. So it's supposed to be raining pretty good this weekend. So it's a lot of back and forth and trying to finish up this project before the rain comes.
It's crunch time.
Yeah.
It's crunch time.
It's crunch time.
Yeah. We've got 4 days until Christmas?
I don't even want to think about it, but yeah, right around there.
So we've got essentially, 2 days to make sure that this place is dried in and good to go for the kids. Now, we've been saying it, and just to clarify again, our main objective is not to be finishing the tiny house, playhouse for the kids before Christmas. The inside is still going to look kind of like how it looks right now.
No.
However, on the outside, we might have done something.
We might have been starting to work on something.
We might have been starting to work on the outside.
It's to a point where we are almost fully out of materials.
Yeah.
And I gotta get my material list together. And I'm gonna send Mel into town actually and have her go get all the materials and everything that I need while I stay here and bust booty. And get a lot of this stuff done that we need to get done and prepped and everything else like that.
And then I'll come back and then we'll go team go and keep it rolling and stuff. But
yeah, today is gonna be a busy day though. We've got a very, very long day planned working wise, and then we got some stuff to do with the family, and we've got an event to go to tonight, and
I'm gonna be into town twice, if not 3 times today, just back and forth. This morning, when I go, I'm gonna take Biggie, because again, I gotta go get those materials. There's one thing that we didn't buy yet, and that's a door. So I'm going to try to go and get that, because after today, everything should be buttoned up, because I don't know if the rain's supposed to come tonight or if it's going to come tomorrow morning.
I think it was saying tonight.
I think it is
tomorrow
tonight.
morning.
Yeah. So we really got to make sure that it's going to stay nice and dry in here, which it's happening probably before noon today, friends. Before noon, we should be nice and dry in here and be working on only a few of the other outside things. So.
We've been doing a lot of go team go and splitting up and conquering, and it's been really good. It's been nice because we've been able to achieve a lot of the stuff that we need to get done.
Man, Calvin is mouthy this morning.
No, he is.
It's the one rooster that's crowing over and over and over again. Calvin, he's like, "This is my flock, ladies." Anyway, sorry, squirrel.
Yeah, he's vocal to this morning.
Yeah, this morning he's just like. No, he heard us talking about him, so he's in that one was Chanticleer.
Yeah. There is nonstop crowing.
Or
whatever.
But no.
I mean, it's probably because they've seen us.
Probably.
I normally come down every morning and I check on the chickens and I check on everybody and whatnot, make sure that they're good. But we did recently feed them, fill up their food and fill up their water. So it's like, I know that you guys have food and water. Yeah,
the way that we have their setup down there is we have it set up to where it's kind of like set it and forget it for about 3 days. We do go down there daily and just check, make sure they didn't tip anything over, and that nothing's frozen. They can get water, right? But the food, you don't have to mess with the food.
Food's good for over a week.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's the one thing I do like about that automatic feeder.
It's very nice.
Very, very nice. And once we set up that water system, we won't have to go in there but every once a week. To fill up the food.
Well, and daily for the eggs.
And daily for the eggs, but
anyway.
It makes it to where, that the chore life is a little easier.
Yeah. Anything that we can do to make the homestead chore life easier is definitely needed, because as you guys know, we're very busy.
Very, very busy.
Very, very busy. But it's a good kind of busy, and it feels good, man. It feels really good. I'm super happy that we've been able to get to this stage of progress so quickly.
Yes.
So very quickly. And I mean, it's a small building. It's a little tiny house, treehouse, playhouse, right?
It ain't anything big or anything crazy. I mean, it's pretty big for a kid's playhouse.
For a treehouse and for a kid's playhouse. I mean,
but
It's a good size.
It's perfect. And in all reality, it's not too small. It's not too big. It's not too anything. It's like that perfect size.
You know what? I just thought about it. Squirrel again. I'm going to go through. We had some questions that we were not able to answer last night on our live stream, which thank you to everyone for coming on to the live stream. It was a total crap show.
And hanging out with us on the black screen.
It turned into a podcast.
Man.
So what happened was, if you guys missed it, we went live last night. Wednesdays is our live night on Simple Life Reclaimed. And I got a new camera that's a little webcam, and it works out great. The picture is fantastic. We have new internet service, so we got fiber now, so the stream is really good. For some reason though, like the USB spot on my laptop was like power surging, not getting enough power to run it all. And then it would go off and then come back on. Long story short, at the end of our live, like the last quarter of our live, it just stayed off.
Yeah.
It just didn't come back on. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to do my best to figure out what's on with that, but that's on the back burner, to be honest with you. We have so much other stuff I need to worry about right now. But anyway, we were answering questions in the live chat, but we didn't get to them all. And I do love to answer and answer you guys. So let me see.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was laughing my butt off with that camera. So when you're in town today, pick up a USB multi-port type thing. And
I don't know if I can. I might have to on my second trip, because my first trip into town, I'm taking Biggie. And then I'm going to come back, and then maybe on the second trip into town, or maybe when we're done with Abe's pageant thing or something, Walmart will still be open.
Yep.
But anyway, so this first question comes from Linda Maskus. Thank you so much, Linda, for leaving a comment. And I'm reading it off of our main channel, Simple Life Reclaimed. So I have a curiosity-only question, which we're here to tickle that curiosity for you. I don't know if you've addressed this or not, but why such tall walls? If you've talked about this before, I apologize for such a silly question. Don't be sorry, Linda. We appreciate you. Says, I know Gary is 6'4" or 6'5", but these look like 8-foot walls. Thanks.
They are 8-foot walls.
Yes.
Good eye on that one.
Yeah, good eye.
Well, my big thing is I'm tall. And all of our kids are extremely tall for their age. And if they're anything like me, they're going to be some tall kids. And if for whatever reason down the line, say Julia's like, hey, turns 18. She's like, hey, I want to go and live in the little tiny house or whatever.
I want that to be my room.
I want it to be, a decent size for her to be able to do it. Or even Abe or Scarlett or whatever, right? And then it's also, if I want to put a ceiling fan in here, I don't want the kids to, sort of smack their heads on it or their hands or anything else. So having it 8 foot just gives you that extra little bit to
not only
give us a little bit of play up there.
In the grand future too, right? Aside from the kids and using it for themselves when they become, older teenagers, young adults and stuff, what if we want to use this for our guests? Yeah. What if we have adult guests that are coming out to the property? This is going to be a nice room. It's going to be like a legit room.
We're going to insulate it.
Yeah.
We'll have it'll be nice and well insulated. It'll have temperature control of, a window unit, which is why we have 2 windows. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be able to utilize one of the windows for, a window AC unit type thing, and then still be able to open up and close a window at least. Mm-hmm. And then the heaters that we have are,
those little box heaters that we get from Walmart. They're like $20 and they kick booty. Let me tell you what, they work very well. And
this 80 square foot area, you would literally
run it on low.
You want to run it on low, because if you have it on 2.
And one thing that I really do like about those little box fan heaters that we have is that they have, anti-fire protection on them built into it. So if you tip it over, it turns off. It has this little button on the bottom of it, and it will only work.
Sensor.
Yeah, tip sensor. So it'll only work if that thing is standing upright and straight. So it is safe. It's safe.
Makes it nice for that aspect.
I will say, you're going to want to dust those things with that canned air. At least where we live, it gets very dusty. And having dust inside it, that can be the fire hazard, because the dust can get onto the little heating element still in front of the fan. So as long as you're dusting it and you're making sure that's good.
That's another reason why I don't really want to run power over here. If somebody forgets to turn something off,
yeah,
I'm not having to, you know, pay for heating or cooling this area over here plus that. Yeah. So.
Well, it will eventually. Power was another question. I don't have anybody specifically, but since you went there, power was another question in here. And yes, the children will have power in here immediately, but it's not going to be conventional wall outlet power. It's going to be with like our Jackery, our Blue Eddy. We're going to be pulling in one of those in here. So that way they can use a heater, they can charge their tablets, they can, we haven't decided on fully if we're going to get them a new TV or if we're going to take one of the TV that we have out of the trailer, which I think that's probably what we're going to do. Because we have a little TV that's just sitting in our trailer right now.
She says little, but it's not. It's a 32-inch TV.
I thought it was smaller than that.
I want to say it's a 32-inch.
I thought it was like a 25-inch. You're probably right. I'm probably remembering it wrong.
I want to say it's a 32-inch. But I mean, it could be a 24, but I want to say it was a 32. And the one that we had in our room or whatever, it took up a lot of the wall.
Yeah.
But it was, I think that one was like a 38 or 42. That was the one that we used for the security screen.
Yeah, for our security cameras in Arizona.
I can't wait to hook those.
I know. Now that we have fiber too, we can.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
We do have, and we do have security cameras. They're just not ran that way. The security cameras that we have right now are all Wi-Fi and they're solar powered, and they work really good.
They work good. Yeah, really great. You know,
but we need more.
I love that they're solar powered, but
yeah, so in here we'll have power, and we're still deciding on how we want to do, I guess, like the kids' entertainment section. But I don't want to focus so much on, televisions and stuff. I'd really like this space to be more for them to play board games, do some coloring, run up and down, play forts, shooting their Nerf guns. Like Scarlett, she has her little baby doll kitchen thing on the front patio, and I'm probably going to bring that in here so that way they have a little play kitchen area, and some of their other toys and stuff like that. So we'll probably
make it a lot nicer for the kids in here to hang out and relax and not have to have, all this stuff dragged out into the basement and everything else.
Like it's going to be dragged out below us.
It'll be dragged out below us, yeah. But that's partly why I want to close in down below as well a little and make it into like that,
And, that was something that we had talked about. I'm not sure if we talked about it here on Real Talk or Simple Life.
Somebody actually commented that.
Yeah.
On,
go ahead and bring that up a little bit further.
I think it was either on Real Talk or if it was on Simple Life. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, guys. Or maybe it was an email. I don't know.
I have no idea, but I remember reading a comment. And they're like, hey, you should really think about closing in that bottom side and then make it to where, they can have a 2-story basically. And I'm all, ooh, that actually is a really good idea. And I came over here and I started looking at it and I was just like, there's a lot of different ways I can do it. I can leave it natural bottom if you wanted, or I can make it like a tier.
Build like a floor.
Build 2 floors,
So the downstairs of here would be a little different because we do have all of those posts up, right? So there's part of it that would have like a post in the middle of the room down there. And we are putting our noggins together, and I think we will close it off down there, but not anything like what we're doing up here. Not going to be temperature controlled down there. Not going to be, it'll be more like just a patio, a little sitting area.
Put in some hammocks down there and everything else. Like, I think that would be really, really cool.
I do too. I think that was a great idea. So thanks for suggesting it to us, guys. James Jesse says that this could be a treehouse, but also a deer stand.
So I've heard that a lot, honestly, for the deer stand aspect. My problem is I don't want to really hunt this close to the animals, and that's my only thing with it. And I try to go out in the back area and everything else because I don't want to bring any other predator animals this way if they end up smelling a kill or anything else like that, and then have them come over to my animals. So it's a great idea, but no, I'm going to end up building something just like this somewhere else. Yeah. Because this is like perfect size, to be quite honest. I'll probably end up building it literally 8 foot by 8 foot, not 8 foot by 10 foot.
Yeah, just a shy bit smaller.
A shy bit smaller.
Yeah, this is a great size though, and this is a good idea for us to get to of what Abraham's bedroom is going to be like. Abraham's bedroom inside the cabin is going to be bigger than this.
Just by I think a foot.
A foot or so.
I think it's a foot.
Yeah, but so this is a very good size playroom, but it also gives us a good idea on how we're going to be able to work with Abraham's room inside. Now, I have imagined, I mean, we're going to leave it up to the kids to decorate and stuff in here. I've got some different ideas, and I know the furniture that I want to get in here. I definitely want to get them a futon.
Yes.
So that way they have like a couch by day and a futon to sleep on when they have slumber parties.
Definitely a futon would be nice. Maybe even 2 futons. You know, is what I was thinking. But at the same time, I don't want to take up all the space with that, you know.
If we were to do that, I would say the bunk beds where it's a bunk up top and the futon on the bottom, if you wanted to have more sleeping space.
That's actually a good idea. And that also gives us back to the point of 8 feet.
Yes.
Like, so that gives us that option.
Possibly something along those lines I could see where it's a, you know.
I could see that. Yeah. That would be a cool one. I know that they make those really affordable.
Yeah, very
nice
affordable.
Too.
Mm-hmm. The most expensive part for those are usually the mattresses.
Yeah.
You know, because you can get the metal framing and stuff from Walmart brand new for $150. You could probably find one secondhand for $50.
That actually makes that is really yeah.
See, I got my noggin on when it comes to...
I like that.
Gary is like the super smart one when it comes to all of this building stuff. I've got some ideas when it comes to decorating and furniture. And, you know, I do the matrix thing. But
you do the matrix stuff.
Yeah, But I got some ideas, and I do want to have the kids put their own flair on it. I would for immediately because I just have it lying around. I'm gonna do the biscuit color. Taste the biscuit. We're gonna do the biscuit color in here for the walls because I have so much of that paint left over from inside the basement. But the kids have those puzzles that we put together that we can hang up in here. Julia has a couple of posters.
Give them that area because the kids, honestly, for Christmas, a couple of the kids, like Scarlett and Julia, were like, "Oh, I want this poster, I want this poster, and I want this poster," but there's nowhere really to hang it.
There's not inside the basement. There's really not
per se. So it's like it's hard for us to go and buy that kind of stuff for them, and they know it too. And they're like, "I'll just hold on to it. I'll wait for my room." And it's like it's cute, you know. But it's like, dang, dude.
But by the time that you get the room or whatever, it's gonna be all.
You might not want that poster. You might want something else. So,
but we are gonna definitely let them have their own creative. Now, your sister had mailed us for Christmas, which I don't know if she's ever gonna watch this, but you know who you are. We love you, sis. And she actually sent us a bunch of little sticky wall ceiling glow in the dark stars and stuff like that. And I looked at Gary, I was like, not in the house. I was like, I love you, sis, but why? You got so many kids, you already know. But and I said, not in the house. And he's like, yeah, no. And I'm like, how about the playhouse? And Gary's like, perfect. So no, I appreciate it. But this would be a perfect space for them to use that kind of stuff too. You know, on all those little stars and their posters and make it a really nice chill out spot for them because, you know, I do feel bad. The kids, they don't really have their own space of their own. And this is not going to be their own space. It's going to be another shared space. They're going to have to share together. But we all have to make sacrifices, you know? And it sucks, you know? It could be worse. I'll just say it could be a lot worse for those kids. And they're very spoiled, and we take care of them very, very well.
Those kids are spoiled rotten.
They are. But
turds.
To do what we're doing and to change our whole lives completely, 360, to give our children a better life and a hopeful, a better future, right? We all had to make sacrifices, and that included selling everything we owned in Arizona, coming out here with a horse trailer and our camper and starting over from scratch. And we, you know, lived in the trailer, and you guys know the whole story of it. And it's been a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice, but in the end, it's getting closer and closer to it. It's definitely been worth it. Our family is so much closer together now, and I wouldn't trade it, but I do want them to have their own space, to have their toys, and to be able to express themselves a little bit better. I would actually like maybe even to do like a chalkboard wall or a chalkboard section so they can color. Or if not chalk, maybe like a dry erase board wall because the kids really love markers, you know? So I don't know.
There's a lot of ideas flowing.
There's so many ideas.
Good stuff to do. And it's, you know, that's going to be nice to be able to have the kids come in here and have some sort of a creative envision of what they want. You know,
and put their little flair on it, right? It's going to be great.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be really, really good, guys. I'm going through the comments. I think we answered pretty much all of the, I guess, I don't want to say important ones, but I guess the ones that were kind of more prevalent, had seen repetitively. Yeah. So I want to thank you guys so much for being with us, not only today, but last night on that live. It was wild.
That was an interesting live.
One of these days, guys, I'm going to get my stuff together. Just one of these days, I'll have it all together. I'm not that
your
cool
birthday's
yet.
next month, and I'm definitely going to get you a computer.
That'd be really nice.
You can know you're present. That's that's what you're gonna get.
Thank you, babe. Thanks, babe. I love it. I love it.
Because yeah,
my birthday's coming up in just like 3 weeks. Ooh, it's coming up pretty quick. Yeah. But anyway, friends, we are gonna run. I'm gonna go to town. We're gonna get our list together. We're going to figure out all the stuff I need to run to town for. I know I need a door, and I know I need some overhang stuff and probably some more screws. I found 2 more small ones, by the way. Not that that's big help, but I did find 2 more. So
sorry, I got the big screws. You don't even worry about the screws. I'm going to use those 3-inch screws. And the wood that I zap or anything else into the walls ain't going nowhere.
It's there. It's there.
GRK screwing them in, like, man.
Yeah.
Freaking, they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
All right.
It ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
So we're gonna make our list, check it twice. I'm gonna go to the store and do the run. When I come back, we're gonna bing bang boom, finish off everything to where the storm can come and it won't bother anything. It'll be nice and dry in here.
Yeah.
And wish Abraham luck and God's blessings and all happiness and everything on his pageant tonight, which should be oh so cute.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be adorable.
Yeah.
And we will be back tomorrow with another episode of Real Talk. And I got a video coming out on Simple Life Reclaimed later today. I did edit last night. I got it all situated and it's actually uploaded. And I want to say 1:30 is when it's going to be live on the channel. So if you want to set your notifications, set a timer. That way you can come in and get that coveted first.
Yeah.
But if not, that's okay too. It'll be up. But we're gonna run. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.